Are you a science explorer or champion? Let's find out. What is the SI unit of force? The answer is Newton. The SI unit of force is named after Isaac Newton, who formulated the laws of motion. Which organelle is known as the powerhouse of the cell? The answer is mitochondria. Mitochondria produce most of a cell's energy as ATP through cellular respiration. What is the chemical formula of water? The answer is H2O. Water is made of 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to 1 oxygen atom. Which tissue transports water in plants? The answer is xylem. Xylem conducts water and dissolved minerals from roots to leaves. Which gas forms about 78% of Earth's atmosphere? The answer is nitrogen. Nitrogen makes up around 3/4 of the air we breathe. Who proposed the cell theory? The answer is Schleiden and Schwann. Schleiden and Schwann proposed that all living organisms are composed of cells. What is osmosis? The answer is movement of water through a semipermeable membrane. Osmosis is the movement of water across a semipermeable membrane toward higher solute concentration. What is diffusion? The answer is movement from higher to lower concentration. Diffusion is the movement of particles from an area of higher concentration to lower concentration. What gas is released during photosynthesis? The answer is oxygen. Plants release oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Which process releases energy from food? The answer is respiration. Respiration breaks down glucose to release energy for cells. Where does digestion begin in humans? The answer is mouth. Digestion begins in the mouth, where food is chewed and mixed with saliva. What is the main function of red blood cells? The answer is transport oxygen. Red blood cells carry oxygen from the lungs to the body's tissues. Which organ pumps blood throughout the body? The answer is heart. The heart is a muscular pump that circulates blood through the body. Which organ controls the nervous system? The answer is brain. The brain processes information and controls body functions via the nervous system. Which tissue connects muscles to bones? The answer is tendon. Tendons attach muscles to bones and transmit the force needed to move joints. Which plant tissue transports food? The answer is phloem. Phloem carries sugars produced by photosynthesis from leaves to other parts of the plant. What is motion? The answer is change in position with time. Motion is a change in position of an object over time relative to a reference point. Velocity is speed with? The answer is direction. Velocity describes both how fast something moves and the direction it is moving. What is acceleration? The answer is rate of change of velocity. Acceleration is the rate at which an object's velocity changes with time. Who discovered gravity after observing a falling apple? The answer is Newton. Isaac Newton described gravity after observing how objects attract one another. Mass is measured in? The answer is kilograms. Mass is measured in kilograms, which is the SI base unit for mass. What is the SI unit of work? The answer is joule. The SI unit of work is the joule, equal to 1 Newton meter. Energy possessed due to motion is called? The answer is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy that an object has because of its motion. Energy possessed due to position is called? The answer is potential energy. Potential energy depends on an object's position or height relative to a reference point. Sound travels fastest in? The answer is solids. Sound travels fastest through solids because particles are closer together and transmit vibrations efficiently. Echo is caused by? The answer is reflection of sound. An echo occurs when sound waves reflect off a surface and return to the listener. Who discovered the atom concept? The answer is Dalton. John Dalton proposed that matter is made up of indivisible atoms. Which law states mass is neither created nor destroyed? The answer is law of conservation of mass. The law of conservation of mass says mass remains constant in a closed system during a reaction. An element contains? The answer is one type of atom. An element is made of only one type of atom. Who developed the modern periodic table? The answer is Mendeleev. Mendeleev arranged elements by atomic mass and predicted properties of undiscovered elements. Which substance turns blue litmus red? The answer is acid. Acidic solutions turn blue litmus paper red. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? The answer is mercury. Mercury is the only metal that is liquid at normal room temperature. Coal is a? The answer is fossil fuel. Coal is a fossil fuel formed from ancient plant material over millions of years. Which resource is renewable? The answer is solar energy. Solar energy is renewable because it comes from the constantly available sunlight. Air pollution mainly affects which organ? The answer is lungs. Air pollution is most harmful to the lungs because they take in air directly. What is the main cause of water pollution? The answer is waste discharge. Waste discharge from industry and sewage is a major source of water pollution. Which layer protects Earth from UV radiation? The answer is ozone layer. The ozone layer absorbs much of the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation. Which gas contributes most to the greenhouse effect? The answer is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide traps heat in the atmosphere and contributes to global warming. What is climate change primarily caused by? The answer is increased greenhouse gases. Climate change is driven largely by increased greenhouse gas emissions from human activity. Which planet is known as the red planet? The answer is Mars. Mars appears red because of iron oxide, or rust, on its surface. A solar eclipse occurs when? The answer is moon comes between Earth and Sun. A solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between Earth and the Sun, blocking sunlight. Which energy source uses wind turbines? The answer is wind energy. Wind turbines convert the kinetic energy of wind into electrical energy. What is the SI unit of electric current? The answer is ampere. The ampere is the SI unit that measures electric current. Which material is attracted by magnets? The answer is iron. Iron is a ferromagnetic metal that is strongly attracted to magnets. Who discovered penicillin? The answer is Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin from mold, and it became the first antibiotic. Which microorganism is used to make curd? The answer is Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus bacteria ferment milk to produce curd. Which scientist proposed the theory of evolution? The answer is Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin proposed evolution by natural selection based on species variation. Which scientist developed the theory of relativity? The answer is Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein's brain was studied after his death because scientists wanted to understand what made him such a remarkable thinker. Which scientist discovered radioactivity? The answer is Henry Becquerel. Henry Becquerel discovered radioactivity by accident when uranium salts exposed a photographic plate while sitting in a dark drawer, one of science's most famous accidental discoveries. Which scientist is known as the father of genetics? The answer is Mendel. Gregor Mendel discovered the basic laws of inheritance by growing and studying over 28,000 pea plants in a monastery garden. Which branch of science studies living organisms? The answer is biology. Think you're a biology expert? Take on our biology challenge next and put your knowledge of cells, genes, and living organisms to the test. How many did you get right? Comment your final score below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more challenges.